store walkthrough. I'm currently just past or got to level 90, shooting for 91. Customer attraction's 150. I'm going to get to 91 here. About 3,000 something more customers. $2,543,339. Dave, $249. I wish they would take this truck and put it in the back. Takes away from the front of the building. I wish they would add a sign that we can put on those doors down there. But here's the store walkthrough. Got some plants, got them marked down in pots. We'll go out to the outside. Here's the outdoor patio furniture. Just a slow walk through, and I put some more plants down here with some outdoor lighting. I've got some other plants down here marked down. I've got the hot tub, the planter, the table, the stairs, the umbrella. All right, let's go back down here and we'll go into grocery. And we'll go and start here. I've got books here, then our frozen section. I haven't done a lot of decorating. I'm going to wait until the next update drops and I might start do some decorating. But here's the frozen with the fries. Then it goes into the bacon, then the burgers, more burgers, then pizzas. Then it moves into ice cream. And then finally, the chicken wall. We're going to back up and go back around. Let you see the donuts, cupcakes, eclairs, and then the cakes. Once again, these cakes, I have 4 workers just to tend to the cakes. They sell out so fast. And then we go into the bakery with all of our breads. And I'm eventually probably move this, redesign some things once I get to the more frozen type stuff. But here's all the chairs that I've got. I plan on moving them to the back, but here's my back room just for bakery. So I'm going to reconfigure this once we get to that. All right, let's finish out our grocery. I've got a few things marked down. There's our grocery items. Works into the drinks, energy drinks, chips, then cereals, then the chocolate boxes. Up here, I have what I call the seasonal aisle for all the Halloween. And I decided to take the witch hats off the 4-tier rack. I was selling so many. And then we'll go into Christmas. All right, that's that for grocery. I've got a few dairy items and some meat in here, but here's the dairy section. And then we'll go into the frozen seafood. And I'll be getting into the license for the more frozen more frozen items. I'll put some cold drinks here, the tea boxes here. Wrap around. I've got the beer. I need to order some more of that. Let me do that right quick. All right. And then we've got our wine here, and I put a planter here. Just kind of box it off. And then we go into our produce section. Once again, I'll be moving all of this down and putting the rest of our frozen section in here. You see, I've got plenty of floor space. All right, let's go over here. Now I'll let you look down our registers, how many we've got. Let's looking back. All right. I did have a room here for all the outdoor plants and stuff, but I knew that I was going to be getting in the license where I get more frozen items, so I had to put all that stuff in the back. I actually put some more registers over here. I sell these dog houses like crazy. I need to order some more of those, and that right there. So I had to put this. I wish developers would fix this. I'm selling it as long as it's downstairs. This is an awful place to put it, but I put it right here to sell it, and I marked it down 15. And then I put the toiletries and stuff are down here on this wall, so I moved them down here in the corner. I'll get a corner shelf to redo that eventually when the next update comes out. And I plan on doing all the carpet black through here. But that's the way the bottom floor is set up. We're going upstairs, and then we'll go to the back room. Put a lot of work into the back room. It still needs organizing, but I put all of our appliances, even the vacuum cleaners right there. And then I've got all our appliances up against this wall. And once again, I know it looks shoddy as far as no murals or anything, but I plan on putting a lot of time in one day of just decorating. Here's all the furniture. And then we go into all of our lamps. Got lamps on this side with a sign there. Lamps here. And then we'll go into our home goods. Need to order a few more things there. Then I've got speakers here. Then I got frames and paintings here. Then I've got the other kitchen stuff up here, which it sells up here, but that wall mount don't. Need to order some more apparel. But here's our clothing wall. And then we roll over into, see, I've still got a lot of floor space. Electronics, because I'm getting to where I'll be getting the TVs, and a lot of those will be going in here. Don't know how I'll set it up. Got all the basketballs here. Mark them down. Camping stoves, sleeping bags, and then I've got the kettlebell wall. And that's to look back from sporting goods. So I've got a lot of floor space. I put this wall up just so I could put a mural up there, but I'll rearrange this whole top floor once I get more licenses unlocked. It's easy for me to say. All right, let's go into our back room. We'll take a tour back through Frozen. And I'm just doing this video, hopefully give you a better layout. I'm putting my work table here. I wish they would, I know it'd be a lot of work, but if they would get rid of this wall here, I could pull all that stuff back. Do something, maybe pull it back to here and put another roll-up door here to where you can get through. If not, you could use this for office space, associates area where they could take breaks. Maybe finagle it to where you couldn't put bathrooms back here, but even if they didn't take the whole wall out, just take sections of it and pull it back, that would give, like take this section maybe 6 or 12 meters back, and then this wall back, and then this wall back, and then this wall back, and leave it to where, corner it out at the roll-up doors. That would give you more floor space, and you could add bathrooms, little areas for the associates to work from. We're going to start down in this end. I'm going to show you the Frozen. I did have walls up. I'd still got some walls up because I want to leave it like that. It gives me more floor space for items. And here you see it. I took these walls down and put the units up. I know I can take 1 unit per 2 racks, but I'd rather keep it this way, knowing that it's cool. Hopefully with this next update, they've got one warehouse that's nothing but refrigerated. That would be great. And you could go up and maybe set the temperature or temperature control. But here's all the, that's the chicken that goes under the ice cream. And then I put this wall up so it wouldn't, I put this wall up, or these walls up, so my freight wouldn't run all the way down the walls, all down the back wall, because the associates or the workers have to walk so far. So I put up walls with the units. I know a lot of them's not straight, but here's the cakes, these 4 here. And next day, I will be completely out of every one of these. There's more items. Let's say I can put walls here, here. There's the door to the outside where I've got the workers stationed. I'll show you them. I've got my cone here, and I've got my workers out here. All of these have been trained to a certain point. Some are 5s, some of them 3, but I'll wind up getting the rest of them trained. I hire daily workers every day, but there's more frozen. And I could pinch this in some, but I'm going to just leave it that. I had walls up here and here, but I took them down, cashed them in. But I kept it like that. It's very organized. I know all the pizzas are on one aisle. All right, now we're going into the general merchandise. And I'm just going to give you a tip. If you've got problems with associates throwing stuff up in the top of the rack that you've already got a rack for, take something that you don't sell a lot of. Like for me, it's the candy or the chocolate boxes, the pistachio boxes. Those, I usually throw one up there just to get a label on it, and they can't throw anything up there. Something I don't sell a lot of. You just have to be careful and watch yourself when you're ordering. You don't want to order a bunch of boxes. But there's the camping stoves. I'm out of those, but I've got a full rack. A lot of my racks are not full because I know what I need to order. That's dog food. Then it goes into the speakers. Then it goes back. And I know I'll wind up moving these once they get the truck delivery update. I'll rearrange all of this. But let's go back up to the front, and I'll let you just look down every aisle. This is all mainly grocery, looking down this way. And then cleaning supplies, and then other grocery items back that way. Then we've got I believe it's our furniture are on these racks and these racks with the dog houses. I keep them full, appliances. And then we'll go back the next aisle. There's like kettlebells and other things. It's like let's see. So I put a chocolate box up there to stop them putting things up there. Oh, it's all the electronic stuff. And then we've got shirts, the picture frames, the vases, further down, and then the books. And we'll go around. This is more plants that I just got outside. And here's the outdoor furniture. And this is all the seasonal stuff back here on these racks here. And then we go into outdoor lighting. I sell a lot of those, so I keep them full. The little some potted plants. Here's some more of the outdoor plants. I don't sell a lot of those. Then we go to the wine. Then it's the produce section is here. So that's the layout. I've thrown a box here, so obviously I've got too much of it. Let's see. Oh, it's the beer, so I'll check on it later. Well, I'm really not at a loss. I'll just take it and throw it away as I'm gone. I've got plenty. But once again, we go back out. And so that is my store layout. As for now, we'll go back outside. I've got garbage cans here and there to save the workers some steps. So we'll go back out. Look at the front. Once again, I wish they had at least another way of hanging a sign here or here and moving this truck to the back or the side. I think it takes away from the front of the building. All right, well, that's Bama Mart. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I give you some ideas. Please like and subscribe.